Hurricane
I
Melissa
need
has
the breakfast with
devastated.
Santa Claus.
Donate online at myjack.org. That's myjack,
Okay.
MIJAC.org.
And I need
or drop supplies at Chatham Community Center or Agape Kingdom Generation Church in Skokie. One Jamaica.
One Jamaica, y'all. Hey, 773 brother. Who?
The best way to reach new customers.
Yardy, what's up? Wait a sec.
There's no better place than right here on the Brunch Bunch.
Well, one.
For
all of you all who are still thinking that Jamaica is now so fine, it is absolutely not. We still need your donations. Jamaica is still recuperating and recovering. There are still parts of the island that does not have electricity or internet. We still need your donations. And the main thing that we love for you to donate is diapers and mosquito repellent. Because the mosquitoes have really like taken over. And of course, that's 8800 South Stony Island in Chicago. It's upstairs, but if upstairs is not open when you get there, leave it at the daycare center downstairs. 8800 or 8802 South Stony Island.
Wants to be injured, but if you are, make the best of it. Call Chicago's #1 accident attorney, concentrating in serious injuries, wrongful death, and medical malpractice. Flanagan Injury Law Group. We are here to help. Our team is experienced and dedicated to giving truth, service, and justice. Call
These
us
little
at
cookies.
773-789-8LAW
Lose weight.
or contact us online at
What?
WINSdayinjury.com.
Oh my God.
Flanagan Injury Law Group. We work for you.
That was bad. That was yesterday, wasn't it?
It was so good, I couldn't eat the whole thing.
It was so big.
Be outspoken.
What was it? Shatterbeard?
Be different.
Struggle Beard.
Be queasy.
Struggle Beard is amazing. It's in Harper's Court. It's in Hyde Park. So, Pam, you gotta tell her because she's gonna call the police.
Go to bequeeze.com and get your favorite fragrance today. That's BEQUEE.
But call the iHeart Police.
I don't think nobody went. I think we were just tweaking.
Peace of mind isn't something you wait for. It's something you plan for. At the Brian P. Pickett Funeral Group, we help families prepare
What's
with
the other
dignity
guy's
and
name?
confidence. From
Karan.
pre-planning services that bring security
Where is he?
to financial literacy that empowers your future,
Look like I just
to
come.
community partnerships
Do
that
my
uplift us all. We're more than a funeral home. We're your lifelong.
So!
Call
What's up?
413-7774
How
today.
are you guys?
Let's start a
You ready for
conversation about
Christmas?
protecting and preparing for what matters
Okay,
most.
so here's your exclusive. Is this Christmas
Call
going to be any
773
What's up, Tanya?
7774.
Is this Christmas going to be any different than the Christmases you've had in the
Honoring
past?
life, supporting families,
If so,
and
why?
strengthening community.
I can tell you for me, this Christmas is going to be very different than the ones I've had in the past. What's up, Reggie Banks? Is this Christmas going to be any different than the ones you have had in the
That's why we
past?
created Leaders Network Financial in partnership with Great Lakes
30
Credit
seconds?
Union, a community-driven, member-owned
Oh,
credit
wow.
union where people come first. Enjoy high-yield checking, lower loan rates, and resources for home ownership, down
All
payment
the what?
assistance, and business banking solutions that work for you.
Well, they brought
Call
the
us today.
They brought the-
773-345-7445
they brought the tab back, but kept the pins.
So we can connect you with a personal banker and help you get started.
DJ B-Lo.
773.
So what you're saying is I can't put that cookie in my mouth, right?
Leaders Network
No,
Financial
sir.
in partnership with Great
No,
Lakes
sir.
Credit
No,
Union.
sir.
Serving people, not profits.
We're in the raw. It's America on the Brunch Bunch.
Breaking news, y'all. If just when you thought it was a time to relax, ICE is heightening their initiatives to go in and literally bring out and arrest illegal immigrants. Now, I say illegal, and I put those in quotes because they don't necessarily have to be illegal. They could be legal. They could have their papers. And you know what? Most immigrants have been instructed to keep their papers on them. It is a very good idea for them to keep their papers on them, but also have a copy of those papers somewhere vaulted, because what has been happening is they've been taking those papers and tearing them up and putting them on deportation lists, even though they're here legally. You got to read the fine print. On those papers, it says temporary. That means that this temporary, and you don't know what that temporary is. They can actually interpret what temporary means on the spot. It happened to one of our own. And so that's how we can speak to it as from someplace real. Make sure that if you have immigrants in your employ, you have them in your housing facilities, or if you just have them as friends, make sure that you instruct them to be on the lookout and to also prepare themselves by preparing a copy of their papers so that some family member or friend can get them and put them and give it to them. Now, they're also not telling you where they're taking them. 9 times out of 10, they're over in the, is it Broadview or it's in Broadview. I think that's where the facility is. But literally, this is going to be a travesty, because what has happened is if they tear those papers up, they put you on the deportation list, and there's almost nothing you can do except go ahead and get a lawyer to intervene. By that time, you may be already on your way back to whatever country it is that they're talking about deporting you to. Another thing is they're tracking you. They're tracking you through your phones. They're tracking you through those phones that they gave you when you got here. They're tracking you through the credit cards that you got when you got here. So make sure that you protect yourselves. Try to use cash and try to keep off those phones. In the meantime, in between time, keep praying. Pray until something happens. Actually, I thought, and I know a lot of other people thought, that in Chicago, it was on the down spiral of this ICE activity. Well, I'm here to tell you it is not. Today on Roosevelt, a daycare facility, they came into a daycare facility and pulled out someone by force. Now, what's happening too is that the daycare facility didn't open the door up for ICE. They came in behind somebody else that was bringing their child. So warn your parents, don't let anybody in that you don't know who it is, and have a contingency plan. Okay. All right. Well, it's more news than that. A family rallies the West Side to fight the life expectancy gap 1 mile at a time. Now, we have reported that there is a disparity between North Side zip codes, South and West Side zip codes on life expectancy, and mainly for a lot of different reasons. And those reasons we will talk about right now. So Chicago's West Garfield Park neighborhood faces one of the city's starkest life expectancy gaps, and residents there live on an average of 20 years fewer than people in downtown neighborhoods like the Loop. So roughly 67 years versus 87 years. Heart disease, homicide, opioid overdoses, and cancer are among the leading contributors to this disparity, and chronic stress and systemic inequities fuel these outcomes. Well, at the heart of the story is Glendon Mama Hoffman. She is affectionately known as Mama Hoffman, who struggled with multiple health conditions and feared that she wouldn't live to see her granddaughter grow up. And during a pandemic telehealth visit, her doctor pointed out that living in West Garfield, a predominantly Black community, meant that she was statistically likely to die younger than many other Chicago residents. So the moment sparked a transformative situation for her and became the catalyst for something much bigger. Her son, Jackie Hoffman Jr., took what started as a personal mission to improve his mother's health and turned it into Peace Runners 773, a community wellness group that meets every Saturday in Garfield Park. What began as a small 5K walk in 2020 has grown into a robust program, including walking and running groups, training for runners, strength for yoga classes, nutrition workshops, and senior and youth fitness initiatives. Well, Peace Runners is about more than exercise. It's about community. It's about connection and the challenge of the narrative of West Garfield Park, like many other neighborhoods who are at risk in Chicago and around the country. Walking and running together not only promotes physical health, but also brings people together, creating safety and support in numbers. If you have an accountability partner, you're more likely to do and become whatever it is you're trying to become, and which healthy is what they're trying to become. So as participation has grown over 100 people on some days, many participants describe the group as family and credited with improving their health and outlook on life. Well, the Hoffman's work reflects broader efforts to address the life expectancy gaps through grassroots community action and awareness, while systemic inequities, including access to health care, nutritional foods that are usually lacking in predominantly minority areas, economic opportunity, and safety continue to drive disparities. Stories like this show how local engagement and collective movement can inspire hope and chip away at this citywide health divides. It is up to you to start the movement to save you. It is up to us to save us. Hats off to Jack Hoffman and his family for actually opening up a broader initiative through Peace Runners to actually improve the health concerns that are plaguing our neighborhoods. And so for those of you who see those statistics and you are a part of those communities that those statistics are disproportionately impacting, you can take a page out of the Hoffman's book playbook and start your own health initiatives. Now there are some healthcare issues, access to healthcare, access to fresh fruits and vegetables. But even if you have to move and not move your house, but move around and go to other neighborhoods where they have it, you can do that. Y'all, this is a great inspiration, particularly around the Christmas season, because even though it's cold, you can still get your health on. And we're going to continue to give you resources so that you can improve you, and it's an initiative to improve a collective us. Y'all, don't go nowhere. We got way more to share right here on Inspiration 1390. Woohoo! That's a huge gap though, 20 years. Anyway, is this Christmas different? Yes. Reggie says this Christmas is different because my whole family is traveling. Oh, that is awesome for your family who's traveling. What's up, G-Man? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, DJ Bilo. Well, this Christmas is different for me because I am traveling. I've never been out of town for Christmas, not ever. And I'm going out of town this Christmas. It's also different for me because I haven't put up a tree, and I'm not putting up a tree. And I'm excited about that. And the other piece to this Christmas that is different, my mom and I, we usually go and we spend a weekend, actually, out at Rosemont so that we can go to all the outlet malls and shop. We are not doing that because we're not shopping out at outlet malls. For the few Christmas gifts that I did get, I went on Etsy.com and I searched Black vendors, and I actually purchased those gifts on Black vendors sites. And guess what? They've already come. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to wrap them up, put some names on them, and put them in the front room, not under a tree, but I do have some poinsettias that I put on the fireplace, so I'll put them near those. But you know what? Christmas is what you make it. In Christmas, the root word is Christ. Take Christ with you everywhere you go. Even if you move different this Christmas, don't move without him. Oh, perfect. Yep, you are. Mm-hmm. So you want me to do it? It took you too long. I already got the exclusive. And the exclusive is this Christmas different? Look, you can put your hands in there and keep them warm. You want to do that?
No.
Yes, you do. You just think you don't.
I'm going to keep the sniffling to it.
The sniffling? Yeah, I think he gave me the sniffles because I didn't have any sniffles.
I tell you, I ain't sick.
I am poetry. Soul child. Hey, thank you. I love the title, Queen Tammy. I love it. Let me adjust my crown.
Yeah. It was at the Christmas party last night. Wow.
Oh, for real? Christmas parties yesterday?
Everybody knows.
Oh, man.
Everybody's out there.
Them not like.
That's not I heard.
Yeah, them like the regional people.
Outside?
Did you go? Why not?
I'd have been to a Christmas party. I'd have been waiting a long time.
How do you ever have enough Christmas parties?
I've been to enough Christmas parties. I've been here a long time.
Enough Christmas parties? Never heard of no such situation like that. I've been to enough Christmas parties. That's like saying, Santa, don't bring me no more gifts.
That's how you get yourself in trouble.
How?
You know what I'm saying? Had a couple drinks.
Get lost in the sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Have a conversation with somebody.
And you slurring your words.
I mean, not even slurring. You just said something you ain't. I already get in trouble for what I've been saying with no alcohol. Right?
That's a shame.
Everyone get bold.
I'm being HR next morning. Well, what you did?
They should take away, they should have some amnesty for parties.
You know something, bro? If you been to one of them parties, you know they should. They get wild.
Okay.
They get busy wild.
Where they have
I'm
it?
State Representative
Someplace
LaShawn
down
K.
there.
Ford, and I'm Lester Barkley, honorary counsel.
It's usually at a real nice place.
Jamaica needs your
That's why I think all of that
Queen
food is
Melissa is
like,
devastated.
You think so?
Donate.
All I know is those cookies are fire.
They brought some cold pizza over here.
Hey man, I'm gonna go see what's on.
I know y'all want to
They
even
had some
enough
good-
Christmas
they had
parties.
some good holidays over there.
Is this Christmas different from every other Christmas that you've had? That's our exclusive online topic for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in on our live personal online exclusive. Some things that we say online, we do not say on the radio. So it's really good to see behind the scenes. So for those of you who are just joining us, we have been talking about, is this Christmas a little bit different or maybe a lot different from your Christmases in the past? For me, my mother, she was very exclusive and excited about Christmas. She would always say, make sure you come home for Christmas. And so for years and years and years, we would always go to her house for Christmas, no matter where we were in the world. When I say we, I mean me and my brothers. And my sisters are from my father, so they didn't come. But every now and again, my sisters would come. But this Christmas is going to be very different. Usually I'm the one who hosts like Thanksgiving and Christmas. But this year we did do Thanksgiving, and that was my daughter mainly hosted Thanksgiving. So this Christmas, I just wanted to kind of do something different, just kind of make it just about me and the spirit of what the reason for the season is. And that's to get closer to God and not get caught up in the hullabaloo and the commercialness of Christmas, but really get closer to my faith and what it means to me. So that's where the difference lies. And I'm pretty excited about it. So what exactly are you guys doing for Christmas that's different? Or it might be the same, but if it's different, I want to know about it. Thank you for those hearts, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. Those hearts get me going. And G-Man, you have a Christmas party. Can you send me or post it on this thread so that people can know where the Christmas party is? It's forever. Perfect.
Sign up to donate. We're ready to win this race. The momentum is on our side. FordForCongress.com.
Ford for
Paid
Congress,
for by
y'all.
LaShawn K. Ford for Congress.
Where's the action?
Jackson.
I'll tell you what's going on.
Hey, believers. Adam Williams filling in for Marcel Action Jackson. So breaking news. End of penny production has Chicago businesses facing coin shortage. The U.S. Mint recently stopped producing pennies, marking the end of a 232-year run for the 1-cent coin in circulation. The decision came after the cost to make each penny, once just over a cent, soared to nearly 4 cents per penny, making minting the coin economically impractical. The halt in production is expected to save the government about $56 million a year.
They should have been stopped.
That's a whole lot of pennies.
They should have been stopped producing pennies.
That's a lot of pennies. Although pennies remain legal tender and there are hundreds of billions still in circulation, the absence of new coins has already created a coin shortage in the Chicago area. Many businesses are running out of pennies because banks are no longer receiving or distributing them, forcing retailers to post signs asking customers to provide exact change or use cards and check. Stores like Aldi, McDonald's locations, Goodwill, and even City Hall have had to adjust how they've handled cash transactions. Some retailers are rounding cash totals to the nearest 5 cents, depending on their policies. Experts say shortage shouldn't dramatically affect the overall economy or inflation, since most transactions quickly even out through rounding, and most customers already lean towards card payments anyway. Observers also point to the Canada's abandonment of the penny years ago with little economic disruption as a model. But for some business owners, the change is already causing operational headaches. Retailers worry about how rounding affects their tax reportings and compliance with rules that require cash and card transactions to be treated equally. Associations representing merchants are pressing for clearer guidance from state and federal authorities on how to manage rounding and regulatory compliance.
So they should round down and not round up.
That part.
I know if you ask me, I'm going to tell you to round down. They have been talking about that coin shortage for a while now. In fact, for months, they've been talking about the coin shortage. And so I was wondering how the government was going to address it and not producing pennies It's kind of crazy because I hadn't heard that they were stopping producing pennies.
Well, I didn't know it costed 4 pennies to make 1 penny.
That's
crazy.
ridiculous. You should have been stopped doing that.
As soon
But for
as-
$56 million in savings, yeah. So I don't know if this current administration is responsible for that, and I'm not really like resonating with most of the things that this current administration does, but I am resonating with this.
Absolutely.
Yeah. $56 million?
I mean, as soon as it got over as soon as it got to like 1 penny to produce a penny, we should have stopped.
So that means if it's $56 million that they're saving in 1 year, right? All of the years that it was cost prohibitive, look at how much money we lost by producing pennies.
Absolutely.
And you know what? When one area does something, it is incumbent upon other areas to see if it's beneficial or detrimental. We always say that, right?
Yeah.
And when Canada stopped making pennies, that's when the United States should have taken a look at it to see if it was cost prohibitive. But for the penny producers, they knew. And you still let it happen. So that's an act of Congress, though. They had to actually approve that it was they would stop production of pennies.
Yeah.
So they'll become collector's items. So for those of you who have
That's
pennies,
very true.
Yeah.
They become very valuable.
yeah, they could. Well, at least over 4 cents.
Yeah.
Y'all don't go nowhere. We got our guest coming up today, Dr. Wallace Gator Bradley. You know him, and now you'll get to know him a little better right here on the Brunch Bunch. Tony, where have you been? Hey, Niju. Tony, it is so good to see your name. 320. You probably changed that from 420 to 320. I love it. Own me. Own me. Hey, my Tammy. I love that. Thank you. Tony, what are you doing different this Christmas? If anything different. That's the exclusive topic for our online conversation. Are you traveling? Are you buying gifts? Are you buying black? Are you not buying at all? What are some of the things that you're doing differently this Christmas? We're moving different. Wallace Gator Bradley. What's going on?
Everything.
I like those glasses.
Thank you.
Oh, you still wearing your Pritzker buddies?
I know. Why not?
I love it.
Been winning
You saw me yesterday? You did? Where you see me?
City Hall.
You didn't see me at City Hall. My point to you is you acting like you see me every Thursday. Come give me a hug.
Oh, girl.
So you acting like a politician.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that was a whole lot of it. That was a whole lot. Tell me, yeah, I saw you at City Hall.
You know, they got that. You know, it's important now, you know, for y'all that don't know me.
Everybody know you.
Oh, okay. From which I came. You know, it's important that budget get paid. And especially when everybody said they didn't want no tax on the property. So you got to get new revenue. He wouldn't have found new revenue where it really ain't costing him no more than $1.
Well, this 133% tax increase is huge.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's citywide impact, but mainly in Black communities.
Yeah, it is.
It's huge.
It is. I mean, look, man. Lady, we barely can pay the tax on the real estate.
Tony Bear said, everybody knows Wallace Gator Bradley.
Oh, yeah.
You got that right. Did y'all hear him tell me that big fat lie? You saw me yesterday? Yeah, I saw you at City Hall.
That's what you say to a woman when she asks the most strange questions.
Yeah, whatever. Except for a woman like me who's going to call you out on it.
Right.
It's always good
You
to see
looking
you.
good, but
No, you are. You are.
Bridget,
Thank you
last
so
time
much.
I saw you, you were trying to make sure that man becomes a congressman.
Next congressman, yes. That was the last time I saw you.
Right? That's
Just bring it up closer to you.
Oh, yeah.
laughs at everything.
Come on, man. 1 minute, man. You know what I mean?
Where's our boy? Is he out?
Oh, Larry?
Mm-hmm.
What's happening? He's on the docket for January. You know,
He's still incarcerated?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he ain't locked down like he was.
Oh, okay.
You know, wife ever touch him.
Oh, okay.
And,
So Wendy can see him.
ain't no question.
Oh, good job. Where is he?
He's still in Colorado, but he's not in the Superman.
Oh, okay. We'll touch on that in a little bit. You're rocking with the Brunch Bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. It's your girl Tamara Fair on the air, and I'm proudly posted in the studio with the Brunch Bunch. What's up, Brunch Bunchers? Y'all, it is both an honor and an excitement to have our guest here in the studio with us today. Joining us today is Reverend Dr. Wallace Gator Bradley, a respected faith leader and community voice who never shies away from the tough conversation. He's here today to share why he is in full support of the mayor's Protect Chicago 2026 budget and to offer perspective on what this means for working families, seniors, and the future of our city. Let's give a big Brunch Bunch welcome to Wallace Gator Bradley.
Hey, come on. Hey, you.
Listen, we are excited. You know, we've been talking about you coming on the show for a while now, probably over a year.
Right.
Last time we saw each other, we were at the announcement for LaShawn K. Ford, who announced that he was going to be running for Congress.
Right.
And Danny K. Davis is the one who endorsed him. Many were called, but only one was chosen by Danny. And so it's really great to reconnect with you because you've been doing some life work, some good life work all your life.
You know, got you, can't stop. You know, won't stop.
So, Dr. Wallace Gator, you publicly have voiced support for the mayor's Protect Chicago 2026 budget. What specifically about this budget aligns with your values, and what makes you think it's going to work for the community?
Because he heard the community when they screamed, "No more property tax."
Mm-hmm.
That was the last budget. He heard how those with all the money can make the people not realize the power that they got when the people had a chance to vote for Chicago home. I'm saying that because we saw what happened in New York when the people spoke.
Okay, explain that. So for people who don't know.
See, the people, it's like a referendum.
Mm-hmm.
The people can cast the vote during election time for what they want. You follow what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's not an elected official, it's for what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Like what happened in California. When the governor there says, hey, if the Republicans is going to make a move in Texas to get 5 more congressmen, I'm going to leave it with the people
and
to cast the vote. And that was the cast of 50 vote.
Now that was in
and
Texas.
That was in California.
Oh, okay.
When the people came back and addressed what happened in Texas.
And it happened.
Mm-hmm. The people now, with their power, can let the congressman, can let the alderman know that to make sure we got a good budget, we got to get new revenue. And you and I know we've been here long enough to realize that Mayor Brandon Johnson inherited this mess.
Mm-hmm.
Daley and them got rid of revenue generating engine when they sold off the parking meter deal. And then we find out that when Daley made the decision that he wasn't going to run again, then they find out he was a part of the parking meter deal. So his family get money for generations.
For 100 years.
For real. And
I didn't just pull that out of my head. It's a 100-year deal.
It is. 100-year deal.
Yes.
That's his great-great-grandchildren generation, whatever they have after then. But what is happening when Brandon realized that it was time to get it from the rich? That's what he ran on.
Get it from the rich.
Get it from the rich. And you know what the irony of that is? When he realized that what he was asking for from just 175 rich corporations, super rich corporations, it's more than that, but he just picking 175, and he realized that it was costing them 0.00008%.
Mm-hmm. And it's conversely costing homeowners what percent? 133%.
If they got paid more property tax.
That's right.
You know, so I'm saying the alternate bill, and you know what amazes me, because you know how I was coming up, even though I got a pardon, the ex-felon, that's gang enforcer, you know, friend of that, who yada yada yada. Okay, but to read the papers and hear the media calling those aldermen that's against the mayor's budget renegades, I said, wow, renegades. You know what
Well,
I mean?
Gator, you know what? Many residents are hearing conflicting messages about these cuts and the taxes and priorities. What do you think the people are misunderstanding most about this budget?
You know what it is? The wonderful thing about yesterday, because I sat there, and it was a debate. And public debates help educate the people.
Mm-hmm.
And what, in my opinion, the major news stations and all don't realize that the people that be in the rooms listening to the debates, they work their phones. They go on live. You know what I mean? They work their phones. And they realize that, wait a minute, they agreed with the mayor's budget, 98% of his budget.
They being the public?
But no, the aldermen.
The
See,
aldermen.
the aldermen, you know, you follow what I'm saying?
Of course.
They agreed with 90% of the budget. But you got those that's super rich that don't want to be taxed. When any company that come into Chicago, first thing they ask for, can they get some of the TIF money to build up their business or their corporations or whatever it is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you're asking for taxpayers' dollars,
then you should be
then
paying
your
taxes. Exactly.
But you know what's so wild? It's a business expense. They get that money back when they
file their taxes.
When they file their taxes.
Well, you know what? Some argue that the solution is taxing ultra wealthy corporations, and that's probably the mayor's posture on that.
Right.
And in your view, what does fairness really look like when it comes to balancing Chicago's budget?
You got to have revenue.
You said new revenue.
New revenue, because right now, the revenue generating engine that we once had is no longer there.
So now people combat that with the influx of legalized cannabis being a very robust new revenue source for not just the city, but the county and the state as well. Is that enough to bridge this budget gap?
No. Those
so what
175 corporations is enough.
Now, you said something that I found very comical, that these 175 corporations say they don't want to be taxed. If you polled the 522,000 homeowners in Chicago, I bet you dimes to a donut that they would say they don't want to be taxed either.
That's what they said. When he come with the close, what, the 300 million at the last budget, and he said, okay, the gap.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we can do that over property tax. No.
So Gator, let's clear this up. Who is responsible for this increase in property taxes? So a lot of people are blaming the mayor for the increase in property taxes.
It's not the mayor, because the mayor really don't have anything to do with property tax.
Okay, let's clear it up.
Okay, that's right. Okay, your taxes come from the county. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know, the state may come add something to the property tax. The city can say, hey, we may want to add something to the property tax. But the mayor said he ain't adding nothing to the property tax. That's the good clear up right there. He said he didn't add nothing. The residents in the city say, whatever you do, don't add no more taxes to our property. He said, okay. So let me go and get the individuals that pay, they share a little money.
I mean, when you talk about 0.0008%.
Going backwards.
Yes. Well, you know what? There have been discussions that I've actually been in and had no clue as to who to tell these people to hold accountable for this. But could we ask perhaps Fritz Cahey where these?
That's for the county.
For the county.
Okay, and while we on that, to your listening and your viewing audience, you can call Fritz Cahey's office or Rogers' office.
Larry Rogers.
That there's a document that they can fill out and give to Fritz, and for Fritz to hold off on the tax, and it go to Larry Rogers for Larry Rogers to approve it, where they'll have to pay it like next year, because they got a tax that's being dropped on them right now.
And it was 60 days late being notified. I mean, there were a lot of disconnects here. And you expect, like my mom, she's a senior, and she's very nervous because she said, if I don't pay my taxes on the 15th, I will not be able to appeal it. But if you pay your taxes on the 15th, what is going to be the impetus to give that money back after you appeal it?
I put it this way. You know you got it coming because they said you got it coming when you appeal it. Because see, Fritz Cahey, okay, your mom's property. You may have somebody that may be a lazy appraiser. He just going down and see, hey, that's a big house. Your house, your mom's house ain't that big. But he feel like since it's on the block, she ought to put the same bill.
And these are not appraisals, these are assessments.
Assessments. Case in point. Okay, get me right. You know, I'm an apartment dweller.
That's okay. I just want people to know exactly.
That's what you're doing. And you know, that's what I love about the show. On the street, this is what they say about the show. They say, you know, if it ain't the telephone or telegram, that sister know how to tell a Negro.
I love it, Gator. I love it.
You know, and then
so these assessments sometimes, and this was a big issue latent topic a couple of years ago, and even Madigan was involved in this whole situation with the assessments being incorrectly assessed and people being improperly taxed, right? So now the chickens have come home to roost, right? And so now we want to hunt these roosters. Right. So you've spoken about protecting seniors, working families, and those most vulnerable, which is who are really getting hit the hardest. And so Tanya, who's on our social, says that seniors can actually get a senior freeze. Is that correct?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about, the freeze. That's what I'm talking about. I heard Rogers mention it at Push. And Cahey was there, so you know it wasn't like he was talking behind his back. Okay, you know Rogers. You know,
he's a friend of the Brunch Bunch.
Right. Not only is he a good lawyer, but he's gonna keep 100 with you. Here's the 2 sheets of paper. Fill this out, get that to him for him to sign it, and then come back to me, and I'm gonna sign it.
Okay. So now, more specifically, about the seniors and the working families and those who are most impacted by this. How does this city budget really affect and protect?
I'm glad you asked me that question. I'm going to read this statement so I can stay on message. This is a statement from Mayor Brandon Johnson on the Finance Committee passing the secret budget.
Oh, so there's a budget and a secret budget?
They filed a secret budget.
Yesterday. It ain't a secret no more.
Ain't no secret no more. You know, I'm here to tell you. What I say, telephone, telegram, do what? Tell a Negro.
Tell a Negro.
Listen, this is a statement from the mayor. As the leaders of the alternate group made clear throughout their presentation, which we call the secret budget, that passed out of the Finance Committee yesterday afternoon. is substantially similar to the proposal that the mayor and his team had introduced to the city council 2 months ago. At the mayor's insistence, the alternative group agreed to restore the cuts they made to the youth employment, and they removed the proposal to double the garbage tax. They have finally conceded to some degree the point that the mayor have made from the beginning, that corporations must pay their fair share in order to protect Chicagoans at this moment. Unfortunately, at the behest of certain corporate interests, they, which the newspapers are calling renegade aldermen, I ain't gator calling, I'm just reading, that at the behest of certain corporate interests, they chose to replace a tax on the largest corporations worth $90 million in enhanced debt collections. So they're putting that on the people.
So that $90 million that could have been easily absorbed by these rich corporations is now being absorbed by people who cannot effectively afford it.
This budget that they try to push. The secret budget.
Well, I'm glad that we are not keeping secrets anymore. Thank you for being opening the vault to the secrets, because secrets are what keep us in perils, right? And so now faith leaders often play a role beyond the pulpit, as you know.
They do. That's what I do.
Yeah, exactly. So why is it important for you to speak up publicly now on this issue?
Because, as you know, I'm known on the street as Gator the Urban Translator, too.
Yes, you are.
Okay. And one of the things that I know is, I see your Bible there, and it's in there, where the rich has an obligation to take care of the poor. You follow what I'm saying?
Do you realize, or does everybody realize, that the poor is who made the rich rich?
Ain't no question.
And I think that when we're talking about faith-based leaders, that it is incumbent upon the clergy to really give the people the truth.
The truth.
And keep these secrets not secret.
Right.
And if you know the secret, you tell the secret so that people can have an informed, educated opinion about what it is that is going to impact them.
And you're right, because one thing for sure, we're hearing the young adults always let it be known about the receipts.
The receipts, yes.
It's going to come out. I'm not saying faith leaders are doing it, but we know that some of them have done it. But I do know sometimes they say, give me this over here. And I'll let them know that, hey, we're going to keep saying, well.
Well, you know what, Gator? This was a long time scenario that I think Mary Flowers was championing.
Yeah, she was.
In state legislation. And I think even Pritzker got on bandwagon and he put money towards it. But the referendum did not pass to actually have the ultra wealthy pay their fair share.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes. So the fair share tax is not nothing new, but now it is something that is really the only way. Because the only way it's going to happen.
It's all about messaging. They should have let the people know that they had the power in their hands to do it.
Yes. I don't think that people really understand that the power is within your reach. You just got to understand what power you have.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you know what, Gator? We're going to take a little break right here because it is the reason for the season and the night that Christ was born, Kirk Franklin.
Oh.
Y'all better come on and let's do it right here on this Riches 1390. Okay, great. Okay, I know. So you're going to do this for 1 minute because I got 2 more questions. Where's this sheet? No, see, it's not a time on there, or something's missing off that flyer. Headshot Boutique, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Y'all throw those hearts up for me. What's up, Bunny? Hey, girl, how are you and my baby? Y'all, y'all. This is great. Gator is facking over here.
Oh, ain't no question.
So,
And
saved. So I'm going to talk about this offline. I'm not going to talk about it on the air. But for many of you who know Reverend Dr. Wallace Gator Bradley, you know that he and Larry Hoover are the best of friends. And so I asked him when he came into the studio, where is Larry? Because, you know, it was a big deal that he got pardoned. Well, no, he got commuted. He got commuted.
He said it was community time for city service.
Exactly, commuted, which is a difference. Y'all look it up. Anyway, so he was on 23-hour lockdown. 23-hour lockdown now. He's moving around.
He's 22 years up under that.
22 years. And so you got a whole pardon, right?
Yeah, I got a pardon.
You got a pardon. And Larry Hoover, who I think everybody in Chicago knows, even if you're 20 years old, you know who Larry Hoover is.
Our friend, former governor, Jim Thompson.
And so he has really changed his life around and is in the business of now changing other people's lives. So we're very honored to have you here.
Thank you.
Ready.
5, 4, 3, 2.
We're sitting here talking to Dr. Reverend Wallace Gator Bradley right here on the Brunch Bunch, y'all. And he is talking about the mayor's budget. And we are really learning a lot from you today.
Oh, yeah.
So I appreciate the fact that you have taken it upon yourself, you and a few other clergies have taken it upon yourself to really clear up some of the messaging that has been swirling around in the city. So my next question is, how do we move toward honest dialogue about Chicago's finances without pitting communities, unions, and families against one another? Because I see people in fierce fights about this.
Oh, ain't no question. They're only fighting, in my opinion, because they don't really know who to blame.
That's why I asked you, because I want to be very targeted.
So
I don't want us burning down neighborhoods that didn't have anything to do with it.
Our target is this. Let your aldermen know that you're seeing what they're doing. You follow what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying that because Chief Apostle Will McCoy, he was our pastor. He was the one that baptized me. He was the one that ordained me. And not only that, the church that we from is called Brothers Keepers Outreach Ministry.
Okay.
You know, I ain't talking about New Jack City, Brothers Keepers. You follow what I'm saying?
I do.
But everyone, because the people are realizing, because you'd be amazed. I used to be mad when I saw the individuals in the red hats coming to the meetings and they was voicing their opinion and everything else. But it dawned on me, they was educating the people that was online through their phone on what was happening because they didn't take the time to come down there.
Exactly.
You follow me?
I follow you.
Back, the aldermen can't hide now because they got to make the decision. The mayor and his team are presenting their budget now.
So when is that?
Today at 2:00.
Today at 2:00.
Today at
and
2:00.
Tomorrow at 12:00, we're going to give you the updated news as to what's going on. I know you're going to know about it today, but we're also going to update you tomorrow.
And this,
Gator, let me tell you something. Oh, go ahead.
Yes, I just want to tell the people, you're hearing it here.
That's right.
If you ain't got nothing else to do, come on down to City Hall. That's your chamber.
Today at 2:00.
At 2:00.
Right there on LaSalle, y'all. They cannot leave you out.
Miss it. 121.
Make your voices heard. Thank you so much, Gator. We really do appreciate you. I want you to keep doing what you're doing because we're all better. We're all better for it. Y'all, listen, thank you, Wallace Gator Bradley. Of course, you know, again, this is the season for Santa, and Marcel Jackson is hosting his annual Breakfast with Santa Claus at the Care Center, 230 North Comer, from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and it's all going down this Saturday, y'all, December the 20th. So get your kids, grab your kids, don't hide them. Grab your kids, grab your wives, and come on down to the Comer Center. That's 9 to 12.
Being there with Action Jackson.
Absolutely.
Mama.
In the meantime, in between time, we always want to encourage you to keep Love 24 alive. Tell someone that you don't know, a perfect stranger, that you love them, and show someone that you do know how much you love them. Lead with love, land on love. I love you, Brunch Bunch.
Love you too.
Believers, we love you. Baby Eminem, we love you too. Y'all, get down to City Hall today at 2:00 and stay optimistic.
Hey, did Justice send you other stories for the pre-record?
Thank you, guys. What's up, Pig? Y'all, thank you so much for joining. We had a wealth of knowledge today. A lot of people did not know where, who, what. Today actually opened up a lot of that. If you're not doing anything, or if you are doing something and you can switch it around, this is super important. 2:00 today. Let your voices be heard at the City Hall vote. The budget is going to be impactful to everyone in this county, not just this city, in this county. All right, y'all, we'll see you later. If you do go down to City Hall tomorrow, when we go on live, I want to know what you learned, what you did, and what you took away from it. All right, see ya. Peace.
And praise.
Love you.